Howdy folks, World of Venom here. I know it's been a while since we've done a video. I think it's been like a month and a half or so. Been super busy with the holidays and everything, but I wanted to show you guys some of the new things that I got over the past month and a half. Kind of do like a little recap, basically. As you can see, I've even though I said I wasn't a sketch guy, I've kind of become a sketch guy. And then also this little guy we're going to talk about, this is actually a black throat monitor. So these guys are from Africa, around the Tanzania area. As you can see, they get that coloration from that black throat. This is a little baby, probably about, I'd say maybe 3.5 months to 5 months old. But this guy I got from my buddy for Christmas. He had a bunch of babies, and he knew how much I loved black throats. As you can see, he's a little huffy and puffy. He's not really, it's kind of what you got to work through whenever they're little, is their little huffy and puffiness. Make them get used to you, because once these guys are about 6 to 7 feet long, you don't want them doing this. Their claws are super sharp. You're going to get tore up. They do a bluff bite, which is basically they just hit you with their mouth. They don't really bite you. I haven't really seen anybody get bit from a black throat monitor, but that's not to say it doesn't happen, and you would definitely not want to get bit by a 6.5 to 7 foot lizard that weighs about 50 to 60 pounds. So these guys are, like I said, they're from Africa, the Tanzania area. There's also there's a different kind of rock monitor. These guys are called the rock monitors over there in Africa, but they're called the white throat monitors, or the Cape banded monitors over there, and they're a little bit smaller. I like the black throats because they're the bigger of those rock monitors, but the other ones are a little more south of Tanzania, around the Mozambique area. These guys, just like most monitors, will feed off of crickets and bugs like worms, mealworms, termites, anything they can get their mouths on whenever they're little. And as they get older, they will eat more meat-based stuff, so more like your eggs, your birds, your other lizards, snakes, anything they can get their mouths on, they'll pretty much eat, just like a normal monitor would whenever they're adults. But here in captivity, I give this guy a bit of a varied diet. I'm gonna see if he'll eat. He's a little rambunctious right now, but I'm gonna give him some mealworms here. I try and switch up his diet. I'll give him ground turkey, some ground beef, not too much because I don't want to risk him getting E. coli or anything. And then also getting fat. These guys normally live to about 20 years. Some people say 25 years, but other people have had them and they've only lived like 8 years. So, and they've died pretty early because people, being a big lizard, people want to get them big ASAP. They're kind of overfeeding them fatty foods like mice and rats and ground beef. And that's how these guys will get fatty liver disease. So they'll get big quick, but then they'll also get fatty liver disease and die super quick as well. So I tend to feed my animals more lean, like especially whenever they're younger. I'll feed them bugs. Let's see if he'll take one of these worms here. I dusted them in calcium, so of course I'm gonna get white powder on the thing. I'm gonna put him down. He's probably just gonna run off. Yeah, of course. Let's put the bug there, see if he'll come back for it. I'll put 2 on here. Mess up my pretty black mat here with some calcium powder. Yep, and there he goes. But yeah, you want to give them basically anything you feed them, you want to dust in calcium. I'll just let him walk around. He'll probably come back, hopefully. Hopefully it doesn't drop off the side. We'll see. But like I said, you want to dust stuff in calcium. So like this, you just shake it up in a cup, and he dropped off the side. Let me snag him real quick. Let's do a little chase video, shall we? We're going hunting. Let's try and get him before he... There he goes. See, it's not so easy to run on concrete floors. Oh, we don't want to go underneath the stove, though. Okay. Alright. Yeah, capture complete. I didn't even have to throw a Pokeball. Alright, as you see his little hissing. You'll notice I grab his tail to try and hold him and stuff. These guys don't drop their tails like your geckos and stuff do and iguanas do, but grabbing their tails is kind of not really what you want to do. But to stop a little one, it's pretty easy just to hang on to their tail. As far as sexing goes, I really don't know if this is a male or girl. I mean, a male or girl, a boy or girl. They are very hard to sex whenever they're smaller. They get a lot easier whenever they're bigger because normally the males tend to show you their private areas whenever they're huffing and puffing. So it's a lot easier to tell whenever they get bigger and more mature. But yeah, that is one of the African rock monitors, also known, this one in particular, is a blackthroat monitor. Oh, Savannah monitors also fall under that category, but they don't tend to make too good of pets. They're more insectivores, so people tend to overfeed those as well, and they tend to not do well in captivity. And these guys are still wild caught and shipped over for the pet trade. They're qualified under least concern, and they are pretty difficult to breed in captivity. I know down here in Florida, we're a bit too humid. Even though Africa, it's hot, but it's also arid. It's more dry. They don't have the humidity like we do here, so they don't tend to breed too well being outside. I'm gonna try my luck at it, see how I do. My buddy's also trying. Some people have been able to do it, just a lot of people haven't. All right, so that's about it for the new animal that we got. Let's go over some of the cards. Like I was saying, so all the cards here, we we got into sketches. I try not to do PCS or PSCs, personal sketch cards, just because it's yeah, you support the artist that way and stuff. But I like the pack pulled and the APs, like the artist prints, because the APs, at least you're still supporting the artist too. So I actually do have a commission with Mr. Buddha, who is doing on a matriarchs card right there. I entered in one of his sketch card giveaways. So basically you pay for an AP card, and his was pretty inexpensive, considering his art too. That right there is a Buddha or Buddha painting right there. That's Agony, of course. I love Agony. I don't have any Lasher right now, but my buddy, who also collects Scream, I am trading this Scream from Renditions that I got the first night, and then this Scream from Beginnings, and he's gonna send me another Scream card and also a Lasher sketch, which is really cool because he tends to find the Lashers quicker than I do. He's the only other person that I know that collects Lasher. And for those of you that don't know, that is Lasher right there. He's the green symbiote, normally portrayed as green without the mouth. One of, I guess, 6 technically of Venom's kids. But the 5 that are together, we normally have Phage right there, Agony, Riot, who also kind of looks like Venom, but normally has like a blunt weapon, Lasher, which is green, and Scream, which is the most popular. And this new cards that Upper Deck came out with, the Renditions, actually has all of these guys, which is very cool. I think it's the first time that Upper Deck has actually had Lasher, Agony, and Phage in a card. I know they've had Riot, and they do put Scream in from time to time. She tends to be the most popular. But I got 2 Phages so far, which are actually really hard to find also, but I managed to get 2 of them. We got one from Renditions. I kind of put a lot of feelers out there. Let a lot of people know, so they let me know whenever they pull cards or they see something for sale that's super cheap, and they'll let me know. And no, I'm not giving you my contacts because those are my contacts and I want these cards. But we got this Phage right here, which is done by Mr. Dexter Roxas. which is very good. Hopefully you guys don't hear my crying baby in the background. It is nap time, so I'm trying to get a video done while it's nap time. But this phage right here, and also this 2 panel with the family on it, that and the phage are both done by Chris Foreman, which is very cool. He's a really nice guy. I reached out to him and basically gave him my appreciation for doing a card such as this right here, because not many are out there that have the 5 kids on there, basically Venom. And also he did a phage, which is, you know, again, not many artists actually tend to do, so it's pretty cool. So I reached out to him and he was very nice. A lot of the artists are actually very nice if you reach out to them. I think the only person that I reached out to that was kind of just like whatever, I don't know if he was just having a bad day or whatnot, but this sketch right here, this 4-card achievement, this annual 4-card with Scream, it's done by Tim Shin. And whenever I reached out to him, because that was the very first sketch that I ever purchased, I got offered that and it was a super good deal. And I was like, holy shit, like, oh, sorry for my cursing. I was like, holy cow, that's an amazing card. I gotta have it. So I reached out to Tim Shin on Facebook and I was like, hey, thank you so much for doing 4-card of Scream. Not many people do Scream, you know, basically singing him praises. And he just wrote back, cool, great. And I was like, all right, it's a little impersonal, but gotcha. So I don't know if it was just having a bad day or what, but that kind of just like put me off. And then I was like, all right, whatever. And then we have this Scream right here, which is done by Vis Kratos. Does amazing work. You guys, sure, I've seen, like, you guys seen plenty of Vis Kratos sketches and stuff, but I didn't realize he did symbiote so well. So I'd really like him to get like an Agony or a Lasher as well. That'd be amazing. We got Mr. Eddie Wagner right there. We have right here is, oh lordy, something is smart. I even had to write it on the back, I think. Let's see. No, it's this one is Defu Yu. That's kind of funny, but as much as I want to keep this one and the beginnings one right next to it by Eddie Wagner, I really want the Lasher sketch. This one right here is done by Seth is Smart. I even had to write the name on the back because I couldn't really remember it. But yeah, that's done by Seth is Smart on the Matriarch stock, which is really cool. I figured Matriarchs would have Scream and Agony sketches, but I actually have not seen many Agony sketches either. But this one's by Jason Crosby. So there was another Scream that was kind of like this, but of course Scream by Jason Crosby up at the same time, but the guy just wanted too much for it. I was like, I'm not spending that. So another person got it. None of the Scream collectors, though, that I know of got it. So somebody else is a Scream collector out there that managed to get it. And then we have 2 masterpiece sketches. I need to get another 55 point for this one, but this is by Adam Fields. And then we have this one by Mr. Michael Munshaw. I love it whenever they actually print their names, because unless you really know the artist and know the signatures, you can't read a signature. So to be able to print your name on there is really cool. I like whenever they do that. And then, like I said, I don't do PSCs, but again, whenever I reach out to Mr. Foreman, he was so nice and so cool that like I just went ahead and picked up an Agony and a Scream that he had. Very, very good symbiote drawer. Very nice guy too. Really like Mr. Foreman. And he actually added me on Facebook too, so it's pretty cool. And then Mr. Bulda as well with his. I had another sketch of his, and I have some more coming in. But I just don't have them on hand. So, yeah. But that's about it as far as sketches go. I did manage to get, I guess, these 2 ones, but this is part of the trade stock that I have. A Red Goblin there. On metal by, It looks like the unknown Pokemon sign. I don't know who that artist is. I'm so sorry. And then we got this Magic by Mr. Willis. That's right, Mr. Wills. Gordon Wills. So we do got those. Those are just trade bait though, basically. And then more on the other Scream front that we got. Since Matriarchs, they do have Scream and Matriarchs, which they don't have Agony, which is very surprising. It's kind of hard to do this one with one hand because of the lizard, but I don't want him running away again. But we got the normal, which is the base. We got the Silver Spectrum. I don't really follow Matriarchs too much because I just wanted the Scream cards. Then we got the blue. And we got this one out of the 124, I believe. Yes, 129. And then also I have the signature and the black coming in. So I just need a couple more of those. I'm not really a fan too much of this take on Scream. Just mainly because of the shoulders. It looks like she's wearing shoulder pads. So it's kind of a little weird. But other than that, it's a pretty good rendition of Scream. And then we got, so before I show the renditions snags, I'll go ahead and show the non-rendition snags, because renditions is just crazy with how much stuff they have. But we got this Venom from the 2018, I believe, which is on the Masterpiece, which is pretty cool. And then we got the Summer Flare out of 50 for the Carnage, out of the Flare set, 2023-2024. Managed to pick up the Achievement Green, the Neon Green Toxin. This isn't the PMG Green. This is the one off of E-Pack for combining 100 base cards. So I got that Toxin. As you know, I love this metal set, so I do want to try and get as many blues and greens as possible. As you know, also my first card purchase that I purchased was this green version of Venom, which, man, like, it's been so tempting not to sell that too because I got it for such a good deal. But now apparently it sells for anywhere between like $800 and $1,000, and I was like, whoa, that could fund a lot of renditions cards. But yeah, so that's it, I believe, for the non-renditions cards. So as far as renditions cards, I did a lot of breaks. I didn't purchase any boxes for them, but I did a lot of breaks. So since the breaks, if you guys have been on Whatnot, the Venom and the Spider-Man breaks go for like $400 to $500. I don't know what they're going to now because it's like 2 weeks after the release. So of course prices go down. But I was like, there's no way. My wife would absolutely kill me if I spent that much on just a break. And plus yeah, as you can hear in the background. But the cards actually go for super cheap. Even though the boxes have doubled in price, the cards themselves actually go for really cheap. So like right now you can get like basically all the Venoms, all the green ones for like $5 to $10 a piece. Even the purples, you can get them for like 30, which are out of 99. So $30 for out of 99, pretty cheap compared to $500. So, but I did get in on the Scheme Twist, just because it does have Venom on there, and apparently there's even a print, a sketch of the Scheme Twist that an artist did, and I forget his name, but it hasn't been pulled yet. And then we got the legendary playing card for the Scheme Twist. We got the green out of $3.99, the greens are. And then we got the pink. We missed out on no, I do have the orange coming in, but it's just not in right now. The orange is out of $2.99, and then the pink, which is very cool. I like the pink, Ghost Spider Pink, I believe it's called, out of $1.99. So that's that as far as like the closest things that I got the Venom on that, because like I said, I'm just waiting on prices to go down, because I mean they're just going down more and more on eBay. So there's no rush to sit there and buy cards that are at their high point whenever you know they're just tanking in value. So right now we got, as far as the 5 kids go, we basically got all of their base, their canvas, comic covers, which is very cool, and all of their legendary playing cards. And then we got, for Lasher, we got the green on green, very cool. It's awesome. It's one of my favorite cards, even though it's one of the easiest to get, just because of that color match. We have his orange out of $2.99. We have his pink out of $1.99. We have his purple. We actually have 3 of these purples for Lasher out of $99, which is pretty cool. We got his clear, his plexi out of 50, and it's actually the alpha as well, which is funny because we have his Tombstone Gray, which is out of 35, and this is the alpha as well. So now all I need for Lasher is the, I suppose, the plate, which is out of 25, and then the Craven Brown out of 10, and then we're done with Lasher, because we'll never basically own the 1 of 1. As far as Phage goes, we got his plate out of 25. We have his Tombstone Gray out of 35. Or Tombstone White. I don't know why I keep saying gray. We have his pink. We do have his purple as well, but it's just not here yet. So we have the pink. We have the purple, the pink. We have the orange, the green, and then of course the 3 base comic covers and that. So all we're waiting on for that is the, oh, and we do have his plexi also coming in. So all we need for him is the Craven Brown, and we're done. And then we got Agony, base canvas, and the legendary. We got her green. So the only thing that kind of sucks about the Agony card, like I really love the Agony card, but they don't take away the wall that she's melting away. If you know about Agony, this is basically, she basically controls acid. So that's what they're renditioning right here, is her melting away a wall. So we got the green, but it kind of blocks a lot of the color for her, as you can see. Pink is the coolest one for her because it matches, of course. And then I have her purple. A buddy is holding on to her for me. He's in California, so right now there's a lot of wildfires and he doesn't want to mail anything out, which is fair because having that burn would really suck. We got her Tombstone White out of 35. Oh, and we do have her plexi as well coming in. So for her, we're just missing the plate out of 25 and the Craven Brown. A guy offered me the Craven Brown, but he wants a lot for it, and I'm like, nah, that's not really, like, I'm gonna try and trade for him, see if he'll take some trade, but if not, then I'll just wait for Agony to come down more on the Craven Brown, and then I'll snag that. For Riot, we got, of course, the base, canvas, legendary, like I said, with all of them. We have his green coming in, which is very surprising that it didn't have the green, because as far as dupes go, I have everybody else's, like, tons of dupes, but for him, for some reason, I don't have the green, and then, but it is coming. A buddy sending it to me that we did a trade for, and he's also sending me a pink, and then I have the purple, and then I have his Tombstone White. I actually have 2 of these, so another one is up for trade. That's what I'm trying to see, if the guy with the Agony will trade me, like, some stuff basically, and that's one of the items I'm gonna try and trade him for it. So yeah, that's it for Riot. For Riot, we just are missing the plexi, the plate, and the Tombstone. And then Scream, it's a very cool card. Got all 3 basically of the base. We got her green, We have tons of her green. We have her pink. Her orange is also coming, which kind of sucks that I don't have it, because the orange actually would be a color match, which would be pretty cool. And then same thing with her purple. I traded a guy for the purple, so the purple's coming as well. But she is the only one that we actually have the Tombstone Brown on, which it kind of looks like the orange, so it's kind of like a color match for her. But the little, as you see, the hollow on the Craven Brown out of 10. So I believe that is 8 out of 10 on the Craven Brown. And that's it as far as like the new cards go. Trades and stuff, like we got tons. As you see right here, there's all our renditions that we got. That's trades. We got like an Ultron auto out of, I believe these are out of 35. Yeah, they're out of 35 on the autos. And the so we got like him, we got Orange Vulture, Green Cloak. I don't even know how I got those. And like we got like a spare pink on the Scheme Twist. Like I said, we got another purple for the Riot. We got 2 purples for the Lasher. We got the white for the Riot. And basically just tons and tons of Scream and Agony and Phage and Lasher. So that pretty much sums up everything. Oh, actually, no. You know how in the beginning how I loved the Spider-Man medal, that was my go-to, but also the Marvel Annual for 2024. This is my list on the Dark Web. As you remember, like I was collecting all the Dark Webs. I am only missing 4 out of 25 Dark Webs now. So I'm pretty close to having that stuff complete, and I will probably get it framed, or I will get it framed, all of them side by side, and probably get an artist to do this. Will be like one of the only times that I'll do personal sketch cards, because they're cheaper than actual cards, and I don't think any artist anyway has 20 of the annual APs. So but I want to do like a 1-to-1 version. So you know how like the normal, the base is gold, the 299 is teal, 99 is the purple, and then the out of 25 is black. I want to do like a personal sketch cards that are just their take on the character, but have it say Dark Web and blah blah blah, basically, so it looks like a Dark Web card. And then the webbing, I want it to be like a metallic red. So, but once I get that done, I'll get all 100, I guess, basically, of them, because 5 sets of 20. So all 100 of them framed side by side. And I think it would be pretty dang cool, and I'll probably be the only one with something like that. It's pretty awesome, because I really love the Dark Web set, and that's what got me to really like the annual set, besides the Summer Symbiotes. But yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, so if you guys know anybody with the out of 25 Cyclops, Jean Grey, Bedlam, and Gold Goblin, hit me up. But don't hit me up if they want like $200 for it, because I'm not doing that. So I got, if this tells you anything, I got most of these off of out of China for pretty cheap. So yeah, even Spider-Man I got out of China. And Venom, actually, I got out of China, and those are technically the 2 most expensive ones, and I think I only paid like $70 for them. So, yeah. So I know, in the great words of Facebook, I know what I got. So, don't, but let me know if you guys know, in all seriousness, if you guys know of anybody with those 4 black out of 25s, because there are only 25 of them out there, and I do need the last 4. And for the name for this guy, since he is a rock monitor, my wife wants to do Brock. So like Brock the Rock Monitor. But I'm thinking, if we're doing Brock, why not just do Eddie Brock? Since it's a Blackthroat, and he'll be my Venom guy. That's 7 feet long. He'll be a beast. A puppy dog beast, but a beast nonetheless. Alright, so here we are 30 minutes later. I think I've taken up enough time. If you guys stuck to... Oh, I didn't show you guys the medal the other metal Spider-Man cards. But I got this on auction for super cheap, a pink Venom. These guys sell like if you're buying them outright, they're like $400, $500. And again, I got it on bid for like 23. So I'm bidding. Don't be trying to take my bids either, okay? But I'm letting you guys know on the little secret, the China secret. And then we got the out of 50 Scream for the high series. And then we got the out of 50 Scream for the low series. Okay, now that's officially all. But, alright, if you guys stayed this long, thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys can tell me anything I can do better, such as like speed up the video, I completely understand, but just let me know in the comments. And I will talk to you guys later. Thank you very much.